head. Waggle finger a little bit. There is, in my opinion, one issue that can arise with covering a song. Ah, shit, I clicked on the thing. That one issue is, oh man, his Hyperbird's almost out, dude. That's unlucky, because I don't think I'm going to get too much more value out of it. But the one issue I think is, and it's not even necessarily an issue, right? Because the person who covers it, this is going to be huge for them. When a song goes larger than the original in the cover, in terms of its reach and number of people who hear about it. And you might say that that's good because good music is now getting out there, right? But doesn't that gotta fucking sting for the artist? And I say this primarily as someone who didn't like that one cover of As the World Caves In, but everybody was only talking about the cover and not the original. And I thought Matt Maltese did a great job on the original, but literally everybody was just talking about that one cover of it. And I didn't hate the cover. Hate's a strong word. I reserve that word for very few things, okay? But, like, I didn't like it as much, for sure. So it kind of sucked to see all of the attention, as far as I could tell, just go towards that instead. Because, I don't know, I want what the fuck is the magic slate? What is going on? Are these incredible ancient relics? What's the appropriate price? Give them snacks. For EXP vouchers for snacks. I will form a pact with you. As you hunt, you'll be able to get sweet snacks. Use the slate to get rewards. They give permanent buffs. Okay. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So I can be like, fuck you, give me insane boss damage and this, and then I can get 5 minutes of a stat buff. Shit, they just did too much. I'm not smart. I'm incompetent. They gotta realize this. It was not made for viewers like me, okay? I think Chaos Zakum is still a pipe dream for me to kill. As I am right now. Normal Magnus I could kill, but for what? Like, what am I going for? A better... I have both of these. So there's nothing I'm getting in return, as far as I can tell. Maybe a better roll on the shoulder, sure, but... I don't know. Do I feel like doing a whole boss for a better shoulder roll? Not. It's not tickling my fancy. Let's say that. So what was I getting? Yeah. Okay. Get red potion for attack. I don't know what weapon speed does. I'm a little bit of a fraud. I don't even know what that shit does. Also, let me turn up Maple a little bit so it's more loud in your ears, so you can hear more on my speed, you know? Mind if I roll need? Shout out Hearthstone. Man, that could be a fun game to play on stream. I'm ass at card games, but I play a lot of them. So the numbers could check out. I've also heard, I was thinking of doing Apex because there's the Post Malone event, right? Heard the game is struggling right now. Not in terms of anything like internal company wise, which is normally what happens when you hear a game is struggling. It's just not running well. I think I killed normal mode, was it? Hold on, let me check to be certain. Yeah, it's normal mode that I can kill. I can solo normal mode, which might not sound impressive. And when you say it out loud, it 100% doesn't sound impressive. Like, congrats, you can... The mode that's made to be beat by one person, you can beat. But that's a big deal for someone like me, okay? Unintelligent. I never plugged in my controller. you might say, why would that matter if you're not playing on controller? My game is about to lag like fucking crazy, but I'm not gonna throw away the opportunity now that I'm here. I'm gonna dance with the one who brought me, brother. And the one who brought me is a hardly functioning way of doing my inputs. Okay, hop down here. Okay, that one's still taking ones. Ooh, misses all around. You love to see it. Call her the misses. Okay, okay. Yeah, I need to buy new pots. And that would be an important thing for me to remember to get. Do you see that duck? Oh, fuck. Dude, we got duck and cover. Duck and roll, dodge and roll, dodge and roll, bob and weave, bob and weave. Fuck, dude, they keep swapping the controls on me. My ass is not built for this. You can't change the stimulus on me like that, man. I'm already an overstimulated guy. All right, get rid of that one. Big, big. Damn. God, it's just eating everything. All you can eat. Holy. Okay, go over here. Punch through these guys. Like, really fucking punch through them. Goddamn. Wait, the one up top is still alive? I swear I eliminated that one. Okay, okay. We're changing the parameters on ourselves. Maybe that one comes back if you don't clear quick enough. Because I can tell you 100%, nothing about it is fast, what's going on. It's just a lot of things happening. It's not the way I want to go. Let's just punch out of there. Oh. Oh, now that is an interesting thing. So when my controls are reversed, the direction I move up and down with my E is not reversed, which is really throwing me for a loop here. Can I not be reversed for a second, by the way? I'm just chilling, waiting for... Okay, reversal's over. I was waiting for it to stop hurting my head so I could think. It was putting smoke in my brain, man. I couldn't do anything. All my brain was just fog. Nothing but fog and being uncertain of what to do next. Alright, this should be him almost defeated. Because he is eating these in the corner. Oh, I forgot to throw on something else that I just threw on. Think I'm out of potions. I am completely out of potions. Let me go to my use tab and set some new ones. Good. My lifeblood is back. I can continue to eat shots as though it doesn't matter. Wonderful. Exactly what I need. Okay. Whew. Wait to get our ability to hit back. It will never come back. There we go. Should have waited on that longer. I kind of double tapped out of mere panic and cowardice in my heart. Okay, gotta stop attacking when we're dealing one. Remember the rules of the road. Unlucky that I ended up hitting the boss there. Should have thought it through, sure. But it's still unlucky. Yeah, I take full accountability and responsibility for that one because it was purely my misplay that caused that. But imagine if it wasn't just me. What if I'm not afraid anymore? So, I swear, I don't... Look, Spider-Man's my favorite hero, right? Of all the heroes, Spider-Man's still my favorite. I can't be the only person who's a little tired of Spider-Man discourse. Also, especially because it's delusional discourse. It is not normal, sane people talking from, you know, a spot of love and compassion and care for the IP. It is some really, like, degenerate discourse about Spider-Man. One of the ones I keep seeing is people saying Miles Morales isn't Spider-Man. He's Miles Morales. Dude, Spider-Man's a guy wearing a mask. Spider-Man's whoever has the fucking mask on. That's like the whole point. That's why he wears a mask. Because it's he wears a whole body spandex suit because The whole messaging is that anybody can be Spider-Man. That includes Miles Morales, who is Spider-Man. That's how it works. And some people are like, Stan Lee wouldn't have wanted this. Stan Lee wrote he made Miles Morales existed before Stan Lee died. I think we have to take a step back and really think critically, which is hard for people on the internet. I'm aware, and I might be asking the world of them, because thinking critically is not what we're trying to do out here. I mean, and there's a pretty clear ulterior motive for why they wouldn't want Miles Morales to be Spider-Man. I don't even feel like I have to say it. There's obviously another reason that those people who are so upset that Miles Morales is Spider-Man, there's a real big reason why they're upset. But they can't divulge into it, because then they're like, I'll get canceled by you can't say shit anymore because of the woke mob. And it's like, well, have you considered the following? Have love and compassion in your heart. I ask too much of people, though. I understand this. I have big dreams. All right, we're looking for... There should be off-rip where I have to run somewhere. Oh, never mind. That's big. Shoot this. I'm in the protection bubble. I guess not. I don't know how that protection bubble shit works. I get hit every time, no matter what I do. Over here. On your left. Let's be smart. Ooh, opened up the wrong thing. Okay, beat the fuck out of me on the ground. That's how I remind myself that I'm not shit. I humble myself like that, and then I go, aha, he really isn't shit. He is me. I am he. Okay, shit still hits me. I don't really understand how. I think he might be cheating, but that's all right. Okay, just gotta keep teleporting through. Keep moving. Ooh, wait. He was definitely taking ones. And all I know about when he's taking ones is at any moment I could fucking die from that. Do I know how or why? No, I just know that that shit happens. And I don't want to be on the receiving end of it. It's kind of like his big... Ooh. I'm in it. All right. Still take a lot of damage when I'm in it, but I'm imagining if I'm not in it, I die. So I think I'm doing it right. And if I'm not... I mean, unlucky, I guess. I don't know. Gotta throw out some hook bombers here. And then throw this out. Yeah, that's big. That's huge. Okay. Good shit. I'm in here for sure. Enough. Prepare for my full power. Okay. Never made it this far before. He turned me into a snake and one-shot me. They turned my ass into a pickle. Funniest shit I ever seen, dude. How'd he do that? That's crazy. Yeah, no, all right, yeah. His full power, he was not kidding. Okay, I got hit with the whammy from Guitar Hero for a second. That shit sucked. Definitely gonna have to think that through. Don't know what the counterplay is to it. Oh, fuck, I gotta get in here. I missed. I live, bitch. I don't even know how to whammy. Hit me with the damn whammy again. He's quite good at it. Call in my airship. Call in air support. Fuck him up. Hold on, let me make sure I actually got out my companion. Just because I will forget otherwise. I know there are people who are smarter than me and they only bring it out at the end, such not to waste their fuel. Their precious, precious resources. I'm not that smart. Yeah, that one I felt. Okay, well, in with my own inner demons again. Showing myself who's boss. This could be my first arc clear of all time. This could not be my first arc clear of all time. I'm throwing now. Good. Gotta get away from him when he's got that symbol on him. Do I know precisely how that symbol works? No, I just know that when it's up, he makes me a guaranteed promise. a mutually assured destruction type joint is all I really understand about it. For sure, just launch this after he spawns those. Make me not... Ooh. Dodged poorly. Very poorly on that one. This shit is like a Dark Souls boss, but harder to tell what's going on my own screen. Okay, hold on. We gotta fucking wiggle out of this one, dude. Whew. Okay, I've opened up my quest log because I was terrified. In my moments of panic and fear, I opened up my quest log. Get over here for sure. Can't tell what's going on. Puts me in with myself. Puts me in timeout. Reminds me who I am. Humbles me a little bit. Says, this is your beginning. Don't forget it, kid. Honestly, kind of nice of him. All things considered, I really do enjoy when he humbled me. Shows me just how far I've come and how much further I can reach. Alright. Recall these in. I don't see shit. I didn't see shit that time. I'm not gonna lie, I think he just cheated me. I can't see anything yet again. So I'm just not gonna walk over in case it's the symbol. It was not the symbol, but if it was, that would have been a very smart play from me to not walk over. Damn. Hits me pretty hard still. Hits me very hard still. Whoa! Okay. All things considered, we can beat him. It's just going to take a bit more ingenuity and guts and wits. Maybe if I had the green pot, I could have beat him. Maybe. It's still, I wouldn't count on that. But there's a chance if I had the green pot. Because I'm not even sure what green pot does. I just imagine if it could pump our numbers a little bit more, I had that shit. In fact, you know what I just realized I didn't have on? Well, it doesn't matter. Right? Hold on. What's the button for it? I think it's K. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have this linked, but getting more XP wouldn't really have changed too much that fight. I surely just got beat due to a lack of statistics and also due to misplays. Okay, that's fine though. Not a bad one to do. Let's go back to leveling Mercedes. My favorite, my beloved, my Mercedes, dude. I could ride this car. Pioneers used to ride these bad boys for miles, dude. Alright, we've got... So what was my combo? Is there anything else I've got to toggle on? Probably. I just generally would assume so. I mean, dude, having the gear given to you feels so good. It definitely feels very nice. Just having a little bit of a strict advantage over my other character. All right. Actually, it feels very nice. I feel like I don't have to worry about anything at all. Whereas Buck was kind of an uphill battle most of the time. Having no Legion also really hurts. But that's what I'm working towards changing and growing as a person with. I think that... Yeah. It's only burning 2. So let's go over 1 to the right and find like burning 10. That's not burning 10, that's a town. That's like a whole ass place people live. That's a village. It really do take a village, and that proves it to me. Alright, burning stage 10. Yeah. I mean, you know, 7, which is basically 10 when you think about it. What we got? I think I just level up all my passives and don't worry about anything else until... Spin in the air while attacking enemies. Attacks won't knock you back while using the skill. It's just like a little much, don't you think? It requires me to think. Okay, toggle this on. Anything that can be toggled on, we will have on. All right, the rest is just kind of like you're fucking goated. Cool. Yeah, I mean, that makes it easy. The rest is just like, congrats. You win because you picked this character. Yeah, I think I do. So what? It's like W-E-S-A. Not S-A. We're not doing that on this channel. I promise to you, dude. If I could make one promise, one thing I can swear by. Oh, wait, there was purple. Look, there's a color I know on the ground. That color means rare. Yeah, big. How's it gonna help me? It's probably not. Let's be completely honest with each other. Let's not delude ourselves too much, but... So we go W-E-A-S, and then A again. Yeah. Gotta really... I'm fucking labbing this shit out, dude. With the unicorn on the way down for maximum style points, and also maximum wasted cooldowns. But the thing is, if you look cool while doing it, people will seem to forget that you have not accomplished anything. All that really matters is looking cool, not doing cool. What the fuck? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Wow, I don't think I've ever had that good of a look at the flower. That thing caught me off guard. That shit was easy as fuck. Dude, I'm like a messed up person. And do you want to know why? I've only been streaming Maple for 20 minutes. And I'm already like, I kind of want to go play Isaac. And I think that that's just indicative of how much of a chokehold Isaac has me in right now. But damn, it's fun. It's so fun to play. But yeah, I think that maybe it's just my feed, but I don't think it can be, because so many likes are constantly given to this, right? I think that Twitter.com, as of right now, is actually just the biggest cesspool of Spider-Man fans in the world. Because every post I see is either about Miles Morales or Spider-Man. I mean, I guess Miles Morales is Spider-Man, but Miles Morales versus Spider-Man is what a lot of them are. There's a lot of discourse on that, which doesn't, like I said, it makes no fucking sense. Because he is Spider-Man. That's the whole point. That's who his character, he's Spider-Man. He's not Peter Parker, but he's Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man isn't Peter Parker. Spider-Man's an idea. It's the protector of the city. So therefore, anybody with a fucking mask is Spider-Man. They've even explored that and been like, what if Spider-Man was like dark and twisted, dude? What if he was like, what if he was a real messed up kind of guy, you know? I promise you, they've done stuff before that's crazier than what Miles Morales is doing to the Spider-Man IP, which is just being Spider-Man. Which seems to upset a lot of fans. But anyways, every post on X.com, which I promised you is social media. I understand that when you hear the name, you probably have a knee-jerk reaction like, whoa, on which website? I promise to you, somebody thinks that that's the good name for a social media site. I don't know who, but I also know that someone is debating removing hashtags from the site. Don't know what good that could do at all. Like, even remotely. I struggle to find a singular positive to it. In fact, I don't even think... Because I was like, maybe it's for advertisers. Dude, advertisers probably love hashtags. That's how they advertise like 90% of their movies. Which, speaking of 90% of movies, I still have to see Five Nights at Freddy. Real movie with real people. The one that go har, 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 har. You know? I do want to watch it very bad. And I didn't realize how much I enjoy objectively poorly written content. And you might think to yourself, what are you talking about? Five Nights at Freddy is objectively a very poorly told story that has had rewrites to its lore strictly because funny man on internet Matt Pat has gotten too much right. which is not good, right? Like, changing your lore out of spite for somebody, it's very funny to the community. It's not good writing. You're not gonna really sell anybody on it when you're changing the entire basis of your lore because somebody on the internet got too much of it right about your lore. That's not good at all. It's objectively not a good way to write. But like I said, the humor's there, and I can still appreciate humor. It's just, there was this one video, or this one Twitter post, which proves to me I've really got to get off the website, man. But like, it was somebody with a Freddy Fazboy profile picture, and they were like, a hot take: watching Matt Pat Game Theory Five Nights at Freddy video to get into the lore is not good because he gets so much of it wrong at the beginning. He doesn't. That's not objectively true. It's that at the beginning there wasn't a solid set lore, so every time he got something right, Scott Cawthon was like, nuh-uh. No, that's not how it happened. Actually, I changed that one. Now, not to say like Matt Pat is my messiah, right? Because I'm not saying he was right about everything. I'm sure there was some stuff he was wrong about. Why do I not have examples, you ask? Do you know how many fucking Five Nights at Freddy lore videos there are, dude? I need to be able to breathe oxygen in my life, okay? I can't just... What the fuck is this ball? Hold on. I ate a devil fruit, dude. What the hell? Holy shit, let's go. I ate the defense fruit. Let's go. But yeah, there's probably like 2 million hours of content just on 5 Freddy Night Ball Faz, which is just too much for one man. I've got better things to do, such as, okay, got me there. I guess not much, but surely I will at some point. Like I've got to like not edit the YouTube shorts that I have clipped on my PC, in terms of like I actually have the audios clipped, but I've got to make stuff in After Effects, which is, I could do it, it's just time consuming, but I promise to you I can do it. I really need to not be working a full-time job also if I want to make a lot of the clips that I have ideas for. Like, one is gonna be the one story I told during Isaac, the like coffee shop one, that anecdote. I'm gonna turn that into a clip. I think it's gonna be a very funny one. Gonna get a lot of laughs on YouTube for sure. And the thing about YouTube shorts, right, is at any moment, any one random YouTube short will go turbo nuclear for zero reason. Like, it'll be the dumbest shit of all time that if it was presented to me as a video, I think 0 people would watch it, right? Like, the thumbnail isn't there because it's a YouTube short. The topic isn't that interesting. Meanwhile, the YouTube short will like 2.8 million views, and it's like, what the fuck? It's some guy cutting a table, and everybody in the comments is like, wow, I hate the way he does this, and it's like 9.4 billion views, and it's like, why does everybody... Sometimes I'll just go into incognito mode and just go to YouTube shorts just to see what they serve up to a fresh account. And it's wild. And the comments are even more wild. That shit is a lawless plane. There is nobody overwatching that, I can guarantee you, because if there were to be, half this shit wouldn't be posted. It's actually insane what goes like insanely viral on YouTube shorts. There is no rhyme or reason to it at all. It's just out here, man. The farming do be going pretty good, though. This character is very easy to farm on for me because I click 2 buttons while I'm jumping the whole time, and she just kind of clears the rest of the map for me. which is good because I don't like having to actually combo. Like, if I had to do this all the time, my fingers would not thank me. The fact that I can just jump around and be a silly guy shooting below me, I mean, it's so easy. It's like Devil May Cry, right? There's so many cool combos you can do. And then I just found out, oh, I'll just do this basic air juggle that works 95% of the time and is my highest damage combo. I understand I could be cool and expressive with it, but what if instead of that, I simply did what works? That's another game where the lore is kind of... It sure is something, but I think that about most video games that were made early, right? Early into mainstream game appeal and all that kind of stuff. All those big series, their lores are always a mess, and I think it's because there's just so many writer teams changing hands, and they just keep adding more because there's no such thing as too much lore according to them. Disclaimer, there's easily such a thing. I think my favorite way to tell it is probably the way Dark Souls does, right? Where the story is obvious enough as you're walking through it that, like, okay, this is me. I'm like a guy. I say Dark Souls, I mean more like Souls-likes in general. All of the FromSoft ones too. But, like, it's very easy to tell the general gist of what's going on. And then if you want to dig deep into the lore and understand the why of things, it's definitely there. It's just never forced upon you. So if you don't care about the lore and you just care about the gameplay, don't worry. You're able to just focus on the gameplay. Very easily, you're able to just focus on the gameplay. But if you care about the lore, it's also there and very deep for you to dive into. I do know, though, some people are like, I don't like that it's just reading. I get that. It is a little overwhelming, and then, like, oh, I missed this singular pebble in the game that has a description that's half of the lore on it. Yeah, I get it. That can be a smidge annoying. I can totally understand where that would come from, but I don't know. I still think it's probably one of the better ways to tell a story. Because it keeps you in the world, right? Exposition never feels good in games. Because these characters, in theory, lived in this world this whole time. Why are they out loud speaking? Exposition in general, I feel like, is delivered so poorly in most media that it completely pulls me out of whatever the media is attempting to accomplish. Because why are these people who have lived here their whole life explaining to me how the town works? They don't need to say that to each other. They live here. And then it's always like, oh, well, then I know what we can do. This one character that you follow is an outsider coming in. And it's like, yeah, but they better have some good-ass reason for coming in. And then they always do the cheat code one. This is what every anime does recently, right? They're like, ooh, I don't know how to world build. Oh, I know. I'll just make it so that my main character is actually dead and from another world. Therefore, I don't have to think about the writing at all. I can just be like, he doesn't know anything because he's from a different world where they don't do stuff like that. That's not... You're not clever for it. Maybe the first person ever who did it was clever. You're not the first person to do this shit. Therefore, I don't view it as clever. At this point, I'm like, I've seen this shit. I know you're going through tough times. Been there, done that, Mr. Worldwide. Mr. 305. That's... I don't know. I'm also just jaded because it's been done so often, right? So I think that makes me extra harsh on it. If it was a very rare trope that happens somewhat often, but not enough to necessarily be a easily observable trend, I'd be like, oh, I don't like this because I feel like it's lazy, but I'm not going to call out everything that does it because I don't see it that much. You see it that much if you keep up with anime, dude. It's atrocious. And they're never good. Like, ever. In fact, like 80% of them, and I don't know what the fuck the authors are thinking for this one, right? 80% of them, I swear, the protagonist will... Well, okay, so 80% of them are also very generic, like, harem love bait shows. Which is just so sleeper, dude. There's nothing interesting about that. But also, like 80% of the ones that are like that will have the main character, the first girl they get is like a slave or something they bought, and they're like, but I'm different. I'm gonna treat my slave the right way. And it's like, hey, that's no, that's, you've come from a different world, one in which you know for a fact that, like, holy shit, slavery is not acceptable, and that's your whole worldview. Why is it now that you're here, you're just like, well, you know, when in Rome? No, dude, do something about it. Use your protagonist powers that you're always gifted by some goddess to change the world. My final message, you know? But it's always consistently just like, well, I mean, I can't believe they'd sell someone so no, dude. It shouldn't be, oh, wow, but she's so attractive. No, it should be, wow, they shouldn't be selling people, period. That's what the fucking lore should have been. But they keep getting made, so clearly I am not holding the majority opinion on this. Apparently that shit is peak writing and peak television for people to watch, so. And then there was the one that I was like, oh, this is a fun concept. And then I stopped watching it pretty into its run. And there was this one called That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. And I was like, this one's fun. It's a goofy enough idea and premise that I like it. Because funny little level 1 slime is actually insanely goated. It's a very fun trope that they're reversing from RPGs. And then he, like, ate a woman and became a woman. And then I went, all right, it's enough of that show. You know what? At this point, it is no longer about a slime. It is about whatever the hell this weird-ass hybrid is. I'm good for people who are into this. I should have known on this episode of the writer's thinly veiled fetish this would have happened. I don't know. I mean, that one's still going, so I think some people really like it. I think it's weird because I was gonna say, what kind of shows have really good world building? And there's the obvious one that I've been watching, right? Because I've been watching a lot of it, and it's One Piece. Obviously, One Piece has great world building, but I don't think it's fair to say that. And the reason I don't think it's fair to say that is because when a series is as long as it is, if it doesn't have good world building, that's so hard to not have at that point. You've had so long to introduce the world. Of course you've built it. It's like, so this was in my senior year of my English class. I had a teacher who was very into animation, like Western animation, right? And one thing that he quoted as loving was Steven Universe, right? Now me, I'll leave my thoughts on that one, you know, I'll leave those at the front of the classroom. The important thing is, what I really didn't like about it, and it was a very preventable issue, but it was they couldn't decide if they wanted to be episodic and all that, or just like a series-based thing sequentially, all that kind of stuff, or if they just wanted to be like silly rock people doing silly things. And so what happened very early on in the series is half the time you would just get these episodes that, if you were looking at it as a story-based thing, which sometimes you'd swear they wanted you to, it felt like everything you were watching was filler. And what my teacher said was, well, but that's great because it's good world building. My personal take was, that's horrible. It better world build because they're doing nothing with that episode if they aren't world building, because nothing is happening in the story. Therefore, I don't care that much because it's padding for time with world building. It's the illusion of world building while they're actually just like, fuck, we don't know what to do. That doesn't count. You can't count that. Okay. We're chilling. I think I could get pretty close to 200 by the end of this stream. Just based off where my XP is at, sub 1 hour in. But I don't know if I feel, now that I'm actually live with it, if I feel like streaming Maple. I think that I probably still will. But I think I'm going to stream Maple mainly on off days when I have my shorter streams rather than my longer ones. I think that works better for Maple because there's not too much long form content to do in the game aside from grinding. But grinding, I don't know if people really care. At that point, I'm just doing just chatting, right? And nobody's going to click on a new just chatting stream. Like, let's be honest. I bet if I went to just chatting right now, there'd be a fucking jillions of 0 view, 1 view Andys, you know? And it's because when you don't know the personality, it's really hard to get invested in them. But Isaac has the gameplay constantly that people want to see. And also, myself, I want to play it. Like, I very much enjoy playing the game. I think it's a phenomenal game. Realm's one that I've also been thinking of, but I think that's the same issue as Maple, is that everything's so set in that community. Same for the Maple community. People know who they want to watch and who they don't want to watch. For Isaac, it's kind of like people just like watching different people for their different styles and everything. In Maple, people want to watch Endgame, right? Nobody wants to watch Mercedes grinding. I don't mind doing it. I don't mind talking while I'm doing it. I'm still just going to be me. But who wants to watch a Mercedes grind, you know? It's just, I'm jumping in the air and pressing A. It's pretty... It's a little bit of a revelation I'm having right now. Because there's not too much... Wowee, I got a crit on that enemy. Like, come on. That's not... Let's be honest. I'm not going to be doing that. But hey, the combo's going up. Numbers increasing. Adrenaline is pumping, you know? Alright, there's another familiar card. I am getting a lot of familiar cards, though. See, because now I'm talking about the game, and who wants that? Yeah, and also... I don't know. I view my Maple streams as more of a podcast than playing a game. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, why don't I just play Isaac then? Because that's a podcast that I probably enjoy playing more. I say probably. I definitely enjoy playing it more. In fact, I'm talking myself into swapping right now. The only issue is I have to reset up on YouTube for it. Because YouTube doesn't let you change categories like Twitch does. You've got to like make an entirely new stream, which is why I think there are some streamers who just will never dual stream. Because if you don't like doing one game streams, it's not going to happen. It's simply not. It's too much effort. I recognize that. In fact, it's the main thing that's making me go, maybe I will just play Maple the whole time. One's easy. One's easy. There's other games I really want to play on stream, but I need to buy a capture card. I'd love to do some shiny hunting on stream, because I fucking love shiny hunting, man. Oh, it's like gambling, but for free. And that's the worst part of gambling, is losing real money. Now, I suppose the best part would be winning real money versus winning a different colored, you know, little guy, but... But I've given also my shiny hunting take, which is... Shiny hunting's become too instant gratification. Everybody's attention span's going down. I blame the Subway Surfers TikTok videos for why shiny hunting's not the same. That's real, that's real, that's true. But actually, like, it sucks, dude. I want shiny hunting to feel like it used to. And you can be like, that's just the sad reality and nature of growing up. It's not, though. They've made it easier to get them, which has thus diminished the joy I feel when I see one. Because I'm more like, thank God I got it, finally. And it's like, I can always go back and hunt old games, right? But I think what should be done is odds should be lowered by default. They can keep in methods that increase odds. That way method hunters can still get their instant gratification, but full odds hunters have something that's very rare to go back to trying to get. The only issue is full odds hunters are never gonna... It's kind of the sensational... I'm trying to sound smart, dude. It's so hard to sound smart when you're an idiot. The sensationalism, or whatever it is. The glamorification of quick content over long form content / highly edited content, right? with being a full odds shiny hunter, you wouldn't be able to pump out videos on the same odds as somebody who's not full odds hunting, because they're simply just hunting at a better ratio than you. They're going to get more. It's how it is. It's how probabilities work. Over time, as everything evens out, they'll get more than you. Therefore, they'll have more videos to post because people want to see videos of people getting the shiny. Therefore, their channel's growth is slowed if you're a full odds hunter, because you aren't posting at the same amount, and you don't get promoted and thrown into that sweet algorithm because you don't have the consistency, because it's more out of your control. What's the solution to this? Well, you could always stream it, sure. But even then, people on stream want to see a shiny. So now what do you do? Now you're double fucked, dude. You're getting double dipped on getting screwed over. It's the unfortunate truth of it is that with people wanting more instant gratification content / quick content and everything, you're getting a shiny at this point on YouTube is arguably better served as a YouTube short than as a video. Unless you've got some big quest and narrative you can tell about the hunt you're going for, and you can make it truly entertaining and like a mini documentary. You know, the hunt for this shiny, you know, and it's very interesting and well edited and everything. That's the only way you can really make it work as a full odds hunter. Because if you just post videos whenever you get one and it's like a 5-minute video or whatever, you're not gonna thrive. You can't survive, dude. There's other people out there getting them 10 times the likelihood, and people watching the video don't care at all. So I don't know. It's tough. I think that it would be nice, though, to get a reduction in rates because it's simply too common. And people will always find, you know, RNG manipulation, cheesing, doing everything they can. So, obviously, they're never going to be, like, rare. At least not at this point in our lives. There's too much information on how computer systems work to make them feel random anymore. People can easily just look into the code, look at the systems you're using for randomization, because nothing's truly random, which is like, it's true, but I hate hearing it. Because it's kind of like, randomness to me is like Santa Claus, right? I'd rather just believe that it can be truly random. Even if nothing is truly random, I'd rather believe that it is. It adds a little bit of magic, you know? And who doesn't love having a little bit of magic to look forward to? Yeah, I don't know. It was, I mean, that was a lot of rambling to basically say, I want different colored Pokemon to be rare. Which is, you know... When I put it in the fucking Soy Jack voice, yeah, okay, I sound like an idiot. But you can do that with anything. It's so easy to just do, I made you the Wojak that looks stupid, so now your argument's invalid. But it's true. If you look like an idiot, who's going to take you seriously? That's what our presidential campaigns are all about, baby. It's not about making yourself look good. It's about making the other person look bad. And that's what most internet arguments have become too. I think that's why debate bro content is so funny to me. Because half the time it changes from like using statistics and stuff to, yeah, well, didn't you get cucked before? It's like, okay, ad hominem, but now what's he gonna say? He's fucked. He can't say anything. It all just devolves into ad hominem, but hey, it's funny. It's entertaining. And I think that that's, you know, indicative of another issue, but that's fine. I'm not really here to care about deep issues anyways. There's only so much I can care about with a deep issue. Especially, no offense, if you're going to Twitch and YouTube for your opinions on deep issues like that, I mean, like, think. they think just a little bit. I did think it was really funny. I fell down this rabbit hole kind of earlier while I was at work. It was on my second monitor. And these videos about a bunch of different YouTube dramas, right? And there's this one channel I came across. I was losing it at it because they were talking about this one commentary YouTuber who does edited commentaries, and they were like, he makes some of the most boring content on this entire website, and I think he should be deplatformed and blah blah blah. And I'm like, brother, you are commentating over Fortnite gameplay while talking about him. You're not. Glass house, buddy. Like, put the stones down. Okay. I thought it was insane, and people in the comments were all agreeing with him. He was like, yeah, his content's so lazy. I'm like, well, at least it's him in front of a camera editing it. Do I think his content's good? Well, I'm not gonna divulge any names or anything because it's not for me. Why the fuck would I'm some random ass nobody. Why would I air out some random internet person's dirty laundry for no reason on my stream, right? Why would I platform that? But regardless of the person being like, his content's lazy, me talk and play Fortnite, epic pog high quality content. And yeah, I know I'm saying this while I'm playing MapleStory and just talking, but that's because I don't think I'd ever make the claim that what I'm doing is insanely unique right now. I have some plans for what makes the content I make unique, but the streaming side of it, the unique part's just my personality. It's not the content itself that's unique. And I think that that's an important distinction to make, right? Which is why I don't care too much what game I'm playing. Because to me, no matter what I play, I'm still the one playing it. Therefore, I'm still talking and being myself, which thus to me makes it content that's original for me. I think that there's a very low likelihood you'd want to watch my Maple content though, because Maple's such an established game, and I am legit a nobody with zero knowledge on the game. My highest level of all time is like 236 or something, and I'm proud of that. I know some people would probably be like, you have no reason to be proud of that, but I'm also got a life, dude. That's the craziest bit of it all. And you know, comments like that probably don't help make people who play Maple want to watch me, but I don't know. I'm not necessarily in this account for wanting to grow. I'm in this account for self-rambling and getting more familiar / comfortable with myself on stream. Now, does that mean eventually I'm going to grow this channel? Oh, hopefully, but it's not what I'm putting all of my effort into, right? I think that I see some delusional shit on YouTube too, though, right? I see some people who like pay tons of money to appear as ads when they're like, my subathon's going on. You gotta watch it now. I'm gonna be chugging soy sauce for every single person who joins, right? Don't get me wrong. Sick idea. I like that. But paying to advertise it on YouTube is where I'm like, you're insane, because ads intrinsically piss people off. And it is, that's just how it is. So if you're trying to use an ad to promote your channel, you better be the funniest person in the world, dude. Like, you better have them giggling in the first 2 seconds. Otherwise, that money on the ad is completely wasted, because they're just going to skip it and never think of you again. Now, on the exact opposite side, I have the utmost respect for people who pay to put their, like, weird-ass content as an ad. Especially if it's, like, somewhat creepy or analog horror, and you put it as an ad before people, like, you start running the ads for a time zone of, like, 1 a.m., that shit goes so hard, and I have nothing but respect for those people. That's such a great idea. And then it might be like, well, why don't horror movies do that? Because it's not... Look, any horror I can feel from a horror movie ad that I would see before, I don't know, I watch the new Mr. Beast video, right? Any possible horror I could potentially feel or creepiness immediately would get canceled out by the boom noise at the end when they pop up like, The Nun, only in theaters, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, I'm not really scared anymore. At least in analog horror, if they're using like an analog horror video or their own custom, like their own small film style horror thing they've made, it's got no reason at the end to be like a production made by me, you know? Therefore, when you start the video, you can still feel creeped out because it doesn't ever feel like you got resolution to the horror that you saw before the video, which allows it to linger in your mind in a different way, and thus just make it far more interesting, which is why horror ads, whatever. Horror ads made by one person. Ooh. Horror ads Japan. I do get very, very tired of all of the posts on TikTok and YouTube Shorts where they just do something that's different because it's Japan. Like, there was this one guy who kept showing up in my recommended, and he was like, here's what I make as part of my Japanese breakfast. And it's precisely what anybody could make anywhere in the world, and they're like, but this is a Japanese style one. And I'm like, I understand that the origins of this is Japan. I understand that the origins of the dish that you have made is Japan, but anybody can make it, dude. He's like, because in the video he's like, I can only really make this when I'm staying in Japan. I'm like, no, the fuck you can't. You can make it anywhere, dude. Like, for sure you can. I mean, maybe he lives in the Midwest, right, in the US, where they have no imports. But if you live in anywhere where there's like at least an H Mart, you can get decent quality substitutions and make it yourself. And I know I'd be making a lot of Asian cuisine, because as much as I dunk on Thing Japan, right, it's so easy to prep a fuck ton of it at once, thus making it ideal for cooking. And also, rice is mad cheap. So, like, Indian food, Asian food, I mean, I guess technically, when you think about it, Indian food is Asian food. I just feel like there's always a distinction made between the two, and I think it's because it's... No, because even Chinese to Japanese is a very different flavor profile in your mouth still. So I don't know why there's such a distinction made. I guess it's because, like, in the US, people don't know what kinds of food are from where. And, you know what? And why should we have to learn, brother? But, yeah, so, I mean, I guess it is just Asian food in general, because Indian food counts as Asian food, is so easy to prep a ton of. There's also... Mexican food's pretty easy to prep in bulk, too. Pretty much any meals where rice is a main part of it, because with Mexican food, you can just make Mexican-style rice, and then throw that shit in burritos and freeze it, and then boom, you've got meals prepped for ages with such little effort on your part at this point. So yeah, this has been a rat's tipping advice. Tipping it cooks, you know? I mean, if you want a rat's tipping advice, don't tip. I'm as against tipping as the next person, right? I think that it's bullshit that the restaurants can bring home such big profit margins, blah 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 blah, and not have to pay blah 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 blah, right? Like, we've all heard the arguments against tipping. We all know that tipping fucking sucks. Because no one likes when you go out, you go, well, I've got to... Sure, the food's cheap, but then I've got to factor in the tip at the end. No one likes that. We all hate it. But I see some people who are like, well, I'm from Europe, so when I go to the US, I just don't tip at all because I'm not used to tipping. And I get it, right? It's not something you have to think about normally. You have to realize that the fucking 17-year-old waiter is absolutely not making the money he deserves for giving up his night of studying for his fucking biology exam tomorrow. So, like, pass the homie a 20 when you're done eating your $200 worth of food with a giant party. And that's only 10%, okay? So I did see something that some restaurants are doing. There's no shot it's legal, They're fucking upscaling the tip, but in a way where you wouldn't be able to tell unless you did the math yourself, right? Like, they'll say next to it 18%, but it's actually calculated at 22%. So even if you think, oh, I'm being slick and doing the cheap tip, oh, I'm such a bad person, you're actually paying above what most people would tip normally anyways. Which, that shit cannot be legal, right? There's just no way. Dude, what the fuck saved me there? I don't know if anyone knows. I was floating like an eagle for a second. I was floating like a butterfly, and dear Lord, I might have been stinging like a... What do they say? Like a hornet? No, I guess they do just say like a bee. But a hornet would make more sense. I'm way more scared of that biting me. Well, biting. Stinging. I mean, I'm afraid of it biting me too, because that motherfucker would have to hate me to start biting. Yeah, I think I will swap over. Fuck it. We've done an hour of Maple. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. I realized how much time I have left before, or with the Hyperburn on Mercedes, that I'm down to swap games. Now, what I'm going to have to do on YouTube is going to be kind of wild with it. And I'm going to reuse a thumbnail, which is something I normally don't do, but it's just because I got to get it up so quickly. I promise it doesn't usually happen like this. I mean, I guess I could also just call it a Maple stream. Nah, because people like watching me play Isaac. That's the only time I've actually gotten engagement organically on YouTube is for playing Isaac. So I think I will swap over the title and everything. So yeah, I think I'm going to put up a BRB screen. I mean, I'm going to hit this next level because look how close it is. In fact, this orb might... Nope. But it was close. Yeah, and then we'll swap over to Isaac because, I don't know. I feel like playing Isaac. It's more fun for me, I think. It's not an insanely good sign that I said I think after that. Dude, I need to put like a needle on my back so if I ever slouch, I stab myself in the neck and risk bleeding out. So that way I actually remember to sit properly and like a human being. Rather than the fucking hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh, what do you say? Notre Dame? There's another... I've talked about it before, how I think it's really funny, the IPs that are collabing with Magic the Gathering. There's another collab coming out soon that's just so funny. It's Jurassic World. But it's 95% Jurassic Park cards. Because they were like, oh, fuck. Nothing happened in Jurassic World, dude. We got Chris Pratt. That's it. What the hell do? We only got Chris Pratt. It does make me hope they'll do some, like, insane... Because I think most of the IPs are pretty... They're, like, kind of boomer IPs. And I think it's because you gotta consider who's playing Magic the Gathering. You might say, but Jurassic World's new. Yeah, I guess. But let's be honest. It's 95% Jurassic Park cards for a reason. Like, if they ever do a Universes Beyond Star Wars, billions of dollars, man. Billions. They actually would have found an infinite money hack. It would have been better than Mariah Carey at Christmas time, dude. That shit would have been insane. Yeah, let's check this real quick. I realized I cartoonishly do the Fortnite, like, noise after I eat something. Or drink something. And I wonder if that's healthy. Okay. I have to... Am I able to edit... Oh, but they counted as one stream. So I'm going to end my YouTube stream. End stream.